to you. They'll go away again for another 3 months. If they've got you at court, or the ball game, most people are finding out. They're taking people's houses. I have just stopped 4 council tax evictions at court. Right? By paperwork. I issued such a letter to any magistrate's court. If you try and enforce this criminal act as it's irregular, we will come after your bond and your home. We will put you straight into equity. As you are fully aware, there's a gentleman sat at the back there, check shirt on. Can I get your council tax book for 1 minute, please? Right? Yeah, can you go to page 221? Now this is the 13th edition, not the 14th edition. Slightly different wording, but it's the same thing. And on 14th edition, I'm sure it's 330. You know what I mean? Right? I'm sure this gentleman will allow you to have a browse of this. It states here, council tax liability order was removed from law. 1st of October 2003. Also states it may breach, and it does, CPHR Rule Article 6, freedom of independent trials. How can it be an independent trial if the council are fetching you to court with a council judge? This is their own fucking handbook. What? So why the hell are we going to court? Fuck off. Don't waste my time. Irregular proceedings.
I think they're understanding as well.
Right? We've got your liability order. Okay, brilliant. Let me have it. Because I'll have that as evidence as well, please. Because the council now have bought the software off the courts to produce their own liability orders. What can the council not do? Mentioned it earlier. Local Government Act, Section 78(3), they can have no judicial authority, paperwork, issuance or anything. Hello? So why are you breaching the law? Where are we working from here? Hang on, mate. You're incorporated. Here's your VAT number. So now I'm going to issue you with Section 79, subsection 2 of the Local Government Act 1888. All liabilities and duties of the inhabitant, once incorporated, the council is now the duties and liabilities of the county council incorporated. So who should be paying your council tax? Council. Council. Who should be paying your bills? Council. Who should be paying your mortgage? Council. Correct. Absolutely. Who should be paying your rent? Correct. Do you know why? Because they've incorporated all the public assets. So now they have to pay all your bills from the money they're making from our assets. Now that puts a bit of a different spin on things, doesn't it? So when they get you into court, it's you whether you go or not. Straight in, take the handbooks with you. There you go, page this is the council tax handbook, is it not? There it goes, what does it say here? So now you breach GDP, European human rights. There you go. No fairness in this trial. What oath are you working from, Judge? You put the administrative paper in, where's your oath and bond? I now believe that you're in the criminal act of impersonating a Crown agent. You You are here as a bar guild representative to commit crime in commerce. I don't work for commerce. I'm not statutory. You are running from a policy. Finance Act 1972. Sorry, 1992. Doesn't say you can bring me to court. Doesn't say I'm liable for anything. So where statute are you working from? Because you failed to disclose it. Therefore, how can I have a fair trial if I don't know the rules of the game? Irregular procedure, no due process. What are you looking for here today? Because this document, your summons, in your caps legal fiction, as stated by your own downfall. Here's the government quote. The government can only issue documents in personam, personas. So why have you brought me here today under false pretensions for entrapment? You cannot attach that to me. Here's what it says, the Crown Office, the Registrar's Office, Chief Registrar. Your own paperwork. So we're in the wrong jurisdiction, old cop. Sorry to be a burden, but the case now has to be dismissed or taken to equity court under natural common law. Because I stand as the creditor, not the debtor. How have you made me the debtor? Because what does it say in the Coronation Oath Act? In perpetuity for all time. That's not her, that's the state's assets. Who is the state? The legal fiction. What is the nation's assets? Your buildings, your land, your parks, your swimming baths, your libraries, your council buildings. Now they've flipped all the script. Everything that we own no longer owned by us. Why has all the council houses become, what are they now? I mean, the some is there. Housing associations, that's the word. All their charities. Do me a favour, you robbing people to Torex. Please come up with something original. Right? You cannot be an housing association because they are private property of the nation. Therefore, you are there under your fiduciary duties to manage them only. You cannot convert them. Parliament does not have the authority. And this is the grand conversion. The king does not have the authority. Let's have a guess what? He's not a fucking king. He's a liege lord. Nothing more, nothing less. He's a liege lord. It means a man that has men sworn to him. Google it. Liege, well, he's definitely he's liege. Right? So what I'm saying to you is this. Once you know the conversion, now you've got the judge trapped. Because now you're getting with the 12 presumptions. So is this a civil case, or is it a case of commerce? Because it can't be either. Because, why? Council can never be the injured party if they are the true council. And if we're in commerce, well, we're in non-jurisdiction. Can't do business with me. You have to do business with the legal fiction. Crack on. See you later. This case is now dismissed. Non-jurisdiction. You've got no alternative. Otherwise, I sue you in your personal private capacity. Legal advisor. Putting you on notice. You have failed to disclose that you're a statutory corporation. You no longer have the Crown authority. Therefore, you cannot claim to be anything. You have no jurisdiction in this court. You have no authority in this court by failing to disclose that omission, misrepresentation, fraud, perjury, failing to disclose important information when fiduciarily responsible to do so. The Nolan principles you have just preached: honesty, integrity. Watch her run. Now you've got the whole pot. This is a council-led prosecution run under inner city of London, Bargill presumptions, without jurisdiction, without authority unless I consent to it in writing. Please bring the contract forward. That I've knowingly, willingly, intentionally entered into a contract with either the incorporated council, this incorporated commercial court that has no licence as to the Monopolies Act 1623. All Bar Guild has to have a licence, has to be signed by you to consent to it. So we've now got them in fraud, pre-tag, we've got them in wrong jurisdiction, and irregular process. Because what was moved from law, liability orders. Now we're in the big gun, Forgery Act 1913. The council's producing its own liability order. That's fraud, that's fraud and forgery. Come on, what's them two bring in? Special kind of truth. It brings in the criminal common law act of uttering, knowingly, voluntary, passing something knowing it to be false as true, to deceive, still in force. It's not only high treason, it's high treason. Therefore, guys, we've just caught you in dishonour. Not that you haven't read our bill. So now we're going to bring in indictments against you. Misconduct in public office, public outrage. By knowingly, willingly, intentionally committing high treason by perjury, forgery and fraud to deceive by fraudulent instruments, the liability order that's produced by the council has no authority to produce it. It cannot produce it. It's removed from law, it is removed. What authority does the council have in law? None. So you put that to the court and demand an explanation. Or the court gets moved. So what the court does, the magistrate court goes, we're not having that here. So then they send it to the county court. So then I go on a different attack. Bargill judges, any within this court, who is not under licence. Any judge that retains this county court must be under the Promissory Oath Act, and I want proof of his jurisdiction. Therefore I want his insurance indemnity bonds. Now the judge is giving it, I ain't going to be paying this. Clerk of the court. When were you going to disclose that you're no longer a Crown officer? All Crown officers have been removed from law since 1997. You were put onto the Companies Act 1985. Where do you derive your Crown authority from? And I want the answer. Failing to disclose is a breach of CPR 31. I'm now going to put it under CPR 3112, specific information. You are now compelled to answer. What do you think they're going to do with that case? That's not coming here. So they send it now. We've got 3 of them. They've just on Boston Court. Been shut for 2 fucking years. To try and ring their own judges in. Council employees. Or we've had one, it was a beauty. We went in only a few months ago. Have a guess who it was? Have a guess who it was? The Police and Crime Commissioners. One of her officers. He was pretending to be a judge. And when I went, hang on a minute, I know you. You're not a fucking judge. You went for CPR, you went for fucking that idiot. Worcester. Having said that, we never saw him again. They closed the court down that day. Everybody outside, well, what's going on? I said, fucking, he's in. He works for fucking Police and Crimes Commissioner's office. He's not a judge. And we went to it, who the fuck are you? You work in council department. Fucking face. And I was only pulling straws because I didn't know it at all. Is it council department or is it in back room here? And I've seen your face somewhere. You're either from council tax or you're from court. But you're not a clerk or a legal advisor. Court manager, everybody out. Get out, get out, get out, get them out, get them out. Having said that, we've got to do that. Right? We had, and this is one thing that I'm going to give you a tip to do. Get an alert on your phone from the land registry. Right? It doesn't cost anything, it's free to download. Get it onto your phone. Little old lady of mine, just like that, she's that big. Right? 77-year-old, and they're trying to take a house off. We stopped them 4 times. Last week, she got an alert on her phone from the land registry. Somebody's trying to put an attachment onto your property. Well, they are, aren't they? So the land registry got a rights linking letter. All of a sudden that went to no. Because we now issued a warning of indictment to the chief of officers in the land registry. If this goes on, we are closing you down. We are going to issue every member of staff with an indictment. We now want your insurance bond. We now want your public liability bond. Because we're going to sue you and we're going to sue the corporation. Where is the liability order? It's signed by a judge under oath. Not a clerk official, so there is no clerks at the court. Here for your information so you don't make a mistake. It is the original 1997 document that says all Crown agents were repealed. Put on to the 1985, making them administrative companies under statutory rules. When did rules come over law? 1972. because we went into the EEC. That's when the rule of law went out of the book and we went under statutory policy. We're still under it, and it's called the Order of Precedence 2019. Tells you straight there. UK statutes and EU statute regulations are above common law. If there's any dispute, UK and EU statutes will overrule common law. Do me a favour. That's how they've done it. Look it up. So when you go into their court, they can't put you there. It'll be on the website. We'll put all these quotes up for you all just to template off. Put into your own documents, start to learn the language. There's going to be template after template after template. Right? Honestly, guys, the guys can't turn up. I mean, somebody turned up this morning with another red letter. Just deal with that for me. So while I was sat in there in the fresh air, what did I do? Drafted a template up, there you go. Fill that in and send it off, tell them to piss out. Show me the contract. Show me this, show me that, show me the other. Show me the council. Which entity side am I dealing with?
What's the best way to start the process with council?
Council tax.
Yeah, just stop it.
No, you cancel the direct debit. But what you do before is you put these out. Please explain to me, in plain English, why am I obligated to pay council tax? There's no tax, I'm not obligated. It is a voluntary action.
They say 1992 Act.
They say the Finance Act 1992 that allows you to do it. And then they bring another couple of books and it's all nonsense. So, okay, well, there you go. Well, the Finance Act don't say that. And quote me the sections. So we're going to look at it up. You're delaying it all the time. You're making them work. It's going to take you 10 minutes, it take them 2 hours. Try and come up with it. And then you put in, well, statutes are obstacles. Policy. And you write them under policy rule. I never agreed to it. Now send me a signed written contract that says I knowingly, willingly, voluntarily entered into a contract with a corporation that I don't know anything about. But I believe is here to serve the people. You're no longer in the public service, you're a private corporation for profit. That's why none of our schools are run right. None of our libraries are open. None of our swimming pools are open. Our parks are being sold off. Those give you the authority to sell them. Because under the Coronation Oath Act, they're mine. I want to know where all the money's gone. What should we run for the bills? That's where you get them. That's how easy it is. Misconduct in public office. No money in public office. None of it.
So we can put a big ad in every load of paper. Exactly that. And our parks are here still
And all for sale. They're all to pay off the state and the Crown's debts. When me and this lad went to war, we didn't go to war for anything else. We went to pay the debts. And you'll find that out, that will give you a kick in the teeth, mate. Right? Sorry, this young lady at the back. No, I could do. Realm of England. It's on here. You want to come down, grab your phone, take a...
Yeah.
Right? It is the biggest kick in the teeth. Those ex-soldiers, ex-servicemen that fought for this country, died for this country, lost limbs for this country, we have been betrayed by the Crown. Simple as that. Because who is the biggest landowner? He owns 1/6 of Great Britain. 1/6. How the fuck does he own 1/6 of all lands in England? He's a public servant. He gets £350 million a year. Can I have 2 years of that fucking job, please? And I want 2 years, and you do it fucking well. Just don't bother me, because I'll be on a fucking beach somewhere. Right? I think we all should take that job on for fucking 2 years. It takes the piss. Oh, let's not forget his begins. Because he owns what? Vanguard, BlackRock, with a couple of others.
Seattle.
And, well, it's not a...
William and one Seattle.
Serco is the owners of British Gas, and William owns it. Who's putting all the migrants in these 5-star luxury hotels? Who's employing all these delivery drivers? Serco. Right, who cleans the hospitals? Serco.
Present transport, Seattle.
They're spreading like wildfire. And this is all to give them jobs and take yours. And who's paying for it? Who's paying the taxes? Your national insurance. Because let's face it, what you've got to understand is if the UK Parliament is a corporation, what are your taxes? Corporate profits. What can they do with corporate profit? Anything they fucking want. Why do you think everything is running on a shoestring? Because they're milking everything out of it. Your electricity and gas bill is now 78% tax. 5% VAT. Fucking 83%. Take that off your fucking bill. That gives you your proper price.
But if that tax is voluntary,
Oh yeah. Who's been lying to you?
I thought it was. I think you said taxes were voluntary.
Of course it is. You tell them that. Right? That's why you don't pay it. Because it's already been paid for. How many people know your gas bill has already been paid 5 years in advance? Who pays it? The council. The council buy it in blocks of 5-year trading. So there's no price prices going up and down. It's all manipulated. Same with council tax. What we're paying for. The schools are falling down. Your dustbins get emptied once every fucking fortnight.
3 weeks.
Back with you. Right? Swimming pools, libraries, everything that we as children took for granted. Gone. The buildings sold off. Private development. What happened only a few years ago? They sold off a piece of land worth 150 million. They jiggled the figures and got 4 million for it. The guy had it 3 days and turned the book. 3 days. How much do you think he sold it for? 50 million.
Does that one's keeping?
Right? 50 million in 3 days. And there was an inquiry. Where did that go? Straight down the toilet and forgotten.
But that bust, you got to cancel the bust.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course the bus. How the bus look? If you can print unlimited money, how are they bust? It's all fear mongering Nonsense. It is to make you pay more.
And they give big money, so we can pick it up.
Exactly. All they do is they inject money and take it out slowly. That's all you have to do. Called quantitative easing.
Yeah, so we take away the idea of a council being a real council.
Now,
So
council,
we've got to look at
corporation.
the whole system. It's the entire route system.
Right, if you want to look at this properly, right, you've got the Crown Corporation, which is owned by the King. You've got the United Kingdom Corporation, Great Britain Corporation, owned by the Bar Guild and the Crown. Parliament is incorporated. Who owns that? Parliament and the Crown. Every office within Parliament is now incorporated. The councils are now incorporated. Councils are what? Subsidiaries of government departments. Just a different office. That's it. It's a different corporate office. Every part of what we classify as democracy is now a private corporation, and we're still going to go stick an X in a box. That's the sad truth of everything. It is one massive corporation bleeding us dry. That's what you're fighting. The police now work for the council through the Police and Crimes Commissioner. Because where does she work? The council. It's normally the deputy mayor or the mayor. So who runs the police? The council. She's a statutory office. So how can they work from common law? They can't. It's impossible. And on that sad fact, thank you!
Don't turn the lights on yet, there's two more contributions. Right, including community announcement, and then I'll bring everything to a close with